Alright, as you just heard in the clip before, I'm going to go over two variations to the song form of Lonesome Road Blues. I believe it's also known as Going Down the Road or Going Down the Road Feeling Bad. Also uses the same form and same melody. It's an old traditional melody that's been around for a while. Like always, I'm going to go step by step over how I approach each variation, and also kind of go note by note and phrase by phrase for you, just to kind of learn this version. But with like all my lessons, I really like to stress, like, if you hear something you like an idea, go ahead and take it and see how you can apply some of these ideas to other songs, right? So for example, the song is in open G tuning. It's using just the 1, 4, and 5 chords. There are a lot of songs in this style and that are very friendly for dobro, obviously, in the key of G. So a lot of these kind of ins and outs and turnarounds and such can be applied to many other songs, and kind of just kind of enter in your own style of playing. You can take some of these ideas and feel free to make them your own, of course. If you'd like access to this lesson, go ahead and click in the link in the video description below to learn how to do that. You can also subscribe to my email list by clicking in the link in the video description below as well. You'll receive emails periodically, not too often, when I have new lessons available and other things dobro related. Thanks. All right, so first let's kind of look at this chord progression to this song, because this is one of those songs, like I said before, that kind of really holds up on its own. It can be a great song to practice on, kind of holding everything together when you're playing by yourself or solo. That kind of practice, where if you want to see how long you can hold the form together, play a melody, improvise on that melody, and keep the time. That's really good practice to try to push yourself to be able to do that. But I find that really doesn't work unless I really know the chord progression really well. So this chord progression is 16 bars. The first 4 measures are G chord, and then it goes up to the C chord for 2 measures, back to the G chord for 2 measures. And then it does that again, up to the C chord for 2 measures, back to the G chord for 2 measures, and then it goes to the D chord for 2 measures, and ends with 2 measures of G. So if you can kind of get that form memorized, you can start with just kind of your rolls. Right? And that's just a roll pattern that I like. You can kind of use any one that you're comfortable with, or however you like to play it. Here are the first 4 measures of the lower octave variation played slowly. Alright, so there's a kind of a popular pickup note to this that I threw on here, right? So it's going to kind of start on that 3rd fret open with my thumb, then hitting the top 2 strings open with my index and middle, and then that's followed by I put my bar down on that 1st fret of the 2nd string, and then hit those same 2 strings. Right, and that's leading into the first melody note. Right? That first melody note's that 3rd fret of the 2nd string. But I go ahead and hit that 1st string as well. It's the same notes, both D notes. And then for the rest of that melody, I'm just kind of filling in, or rest of that measure, I'm just kind of filling in space. Right? So I'm on a G chord. I got my bar just touching that 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then I'm just going to kind of hit that 3rd string open, followed by that 1st string open. And then I'm going to hit that 1st string again with my middle, back to that third string with my thumb, and then that second string, third fret with my index. Right, and just kind of getting that rhythm down. All right, and then in measure 2, it's pretty much just like a very common lick that's kind of used all the time. It's very very banjo-like, very Scruggs-like lick. And that's going to be that first string open, hammer on the second fret, and pull off. I hit that with my middle finger of my right hand. And that's followed by that second string open with my index. Right? So I got those 4/8 notes grouped together. That's going to the third fret of the third string, and I hit that with my thumb. Slide down to the second fret, pull off. And then the last note of that measure is the second fret of the fourth string with my thumb. Right? Again, that's really acting. It's basically a fill. You know, the melody's still in there somewhere. Right? And then I'm really going to bring out that melody in the third measure. I kind of had a measure of filler there. And that I really get back to that melody in measures 3 and 4. So just little things you can do. Again, with all of this, just like take that second measure, learn that lick essentially. You can apply that to so many different songs. Apply it to your own songs. Right? That's just kind of one of those must-have licks in your vocabulary there. And then, like I said, in measure 3, I'm going to kind of just go to the basic melody again. It's going to be that third string open, which I think I hit with my index there. Then I'm going to do a quick slide up to that fourth fret of the third string, and I hit that with my thumb. And then there's an open first string at the end of that measure with my middle. All right. And then going to measure 4, I'm just kind of hanging out at that fourth fret of the third string still. Again, I'm just kind of playing those notes. I'm hitting that with my thumb, then I hit it again, followed by that first string with my middle, just kind of creating this. And then the last few notes, I quick slide down to the second fret of the third string, and then the third string open. Alright, so measures 3 and 4 together would be. One more time, here are measures 1 through 4 played slowly.